races in Arizona are set, including the race for Secretary of State. The battle pits Democrat Terry Goddard against Republican Senator Michele Reagan. Now, we spoke to Mr. Goddard, you may remember, a few weeks ago, and today we are going to talk to Senator Reagan. So, Senator Michele Reagan, thank you so much for being with us. I appreciate you getting up early on a Saturday.
I appreciate you having me. Thank you.
Of course. So, I wanted to talk to you. You have a few goals in mind if you're elected for Secretary of State.
Absolutely. There's a lot of things on the horizon in the elections world. One of the things we're trying to bring light to on our campaign is this issue that we're seeing in Arizona that we don't see in any other state because it's prohibited, and that is ballot harvesting. And this is the practice where people are going door to door, sometimes candidates themselves, and actually collecting people's ballots and saying, hi, I'm here to collect your ballot and I will turn it in for you. And people are turning over their ballots to individuals. This may sound innocent, but we actually have individuals going into the polling places on election day and turning in hundreds, sometimes thousands of ballots. A ballot is somebody's voice. It is sacred. And again, this is not allowed in any other state in the country for a reason, because there's a chain of custody that should be with ballots, and that creates a system that could be ripe with fraud. And we need to make sure that those ballots don't end up in the hands of who knows what. And so I'm not accusing anybody of anything illegal, because it's perfectly legal in Arizona. My point is that it shouldn't be. Very kind of nefarious situations could occur when you have individuals going and collecting ballots in mass like that.
Sure. Now, I want to go on to your experience in state politics. You've worked in the House and currently now in the Senate. How are you hoping to draw on that experience in this position? You
know, it's a wonderful background of experience and knowledge. I have served 12 years at the Capitol, 8 years in the House, and now going on my 4th year in the Senate. And when I was in the House, I was the chair of the Commerce Committee, youngest female chair that the state's ever had, served as the chair of the Commerce Committee for 6 years. And now over in the Senate, I'm the chair of the Elections Committee. And when you look at the role of Secretary of State, it's really twofold what the Secretary of State does day in, day out: elections and business filings. Day in, day out, that's what the Secretary of State does. And then if you look at what I've done over 12 years at the Capitol, it has been election law and business law. So I like to say everything I've been doing at your state capitol for over a decade has been perfectly tailoring me to make one heck of a good Secretary of State for you.
All right, well, Senator Reagan, thank you so much for being with us. Unfortunately, we're out of time this morning. Best of luck, and we're going to continue this Democracy 2014 series up until the election. November, it's coming. It's just a matter of weeks, about 6 weeks or so. Thank you. We will be right back with more news. Stay with us.